Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? It is Cheese and Trees here, back at it again with another Icarus YouTube video, and today I have a video of me changing all of the talents in my talent tree on one of my characters, and I do this by deleting this character and starting over. I know in the past two weekly updates, Rocketwerkz has mentioned that they are in the early development stages of implementing a respec on the talent tree. So it may not be the smartest idea for every player to choose to respec their talents the way I have, but I've been waiting to change my talents on this character for a while now, and I'm not sure when a respec option will be available, nor do I know what it'll look like when it comes to the game. So I decided to just go ahead and respec my character now. Now, this is not something I would suggest any Icarus player to do. In fact, there are only a few occasions where I would recommend doing this, such as an experienced player losing their character by dying in a hardcore mission or running out of time in a mission or something like that. But for new players to Icarus, I would suggest leveling up organically because there's a learning curve to this game, and power leveling without much knowledge could be overwhelming to a new player. Now that I've gone over that, I want to explain that this is probably not the very fastest way to power level a character, as doing missions and hunting predators in the desert levels you up very quickly, but this is the fastest way I've found to power level a character within a single prospect. Alright guys, I know I'm rambling on, so I'm going to finish up by saying that this video is mostly about me power leveling my character, but then at the end of the video I go through the talents I selected, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. This video is being recorded on the Argos Exploration Prospect. And without further ado, enjoy the video. Alright, we're about to be dropped down into our Exploration Prospect, and I'm about to show you how to level up quickly, if you want to.
Welcome back. You helped open this region up for the UDA. It's yours to do whatever you want. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Alright, first thing you want to do is grab everything you can. And while I'm grabbing everything I can, I am going to start heading over here. Ah, yes, great description, Cheese. Grab everything and go there. No, what you're going to want to do is start grabbing ferns off the ground while you also accumulate 16 stones for your basic tools, a stone pickaxe, stone hatchet, and once you hit level 1, a stone knife. Start heading to the building spot I pinged, which is in the bottom left corner of J13, continuing to grab fiber along the way. If you see a wolf, you should kill it and skin it for its resources, as killing wolves and skinning them gives you a bunch of XP. Not to mention you'll be using the resources you get from the wolves shortly. Alright, you've leveled up once. First two things you want to get are a bandage and a knife. And your third thing can be whatever you want it to be. I'm just gonna get a bow for now, even though I can't do anything with no arrows. I'm gonna get the bow and get arrows the next time. I'm going to craft my knife to skin this wolf that I just killed. And any animals that you kill, make sure you grab all their resources. Alright, I've made it to level 2. I'm going to start crafting bandages. This is my first round of bandages I'm crafting. Got enough fibers for 53 of them. And that is going to give me 80 XP every bandage that I craft. So that is going to help me greatly. I'm going to get my arrows so I can defend myself with my bow. I'm going to get a campfire and a bedroll. And I'm going to continue my journey. Continue to head to my building spot that I pinged earlier. I do want to add really quickly that while you're running over here, you want to pick up as many berries and watermelons as you see. Berries and watermelons both give you water when you consume them. And since we are not building by a lake and we are not high enough level to get a container to put ice in for water, we want to make sure that we still have water with us as long as possible. So what I'm going to be using for water pretty much this whole prospect up until I get to level 10 or so is berries and watermelons. Alright, now I'm going to destroy all these bandages that I just crafted rather than dropping them. If you destroy them, you get half of your materials back, and then you can just recraft them for more experience. I'm going to get rid of some of these sticks that I don't need, but I'm definitely going to keep some sticks. We'll do that. And we will craft more bandages. Okay, by this point I've made it to the spot I pinged, which is going to be my building spot. I'm just going to stay around this area collecting fibers and hunting wolves until I level up to level 5. I'm going to save some of my blueprint points until then because there are a few things I want to get when I hit level 5. So I'm just grabbing all the fibers that I can and crafting bandages until I'm level 5 and just killing all the wolves that attack me in the meantime. You just want to be really careful in this area, because if you get, let me wait till the map renders, if you get, see, too far up here in this snow, sorry, I want to make sure that wasn't a wolf about to attack me. If you get too far up here, it says I'm in the snow already, but snow's like probably about right here. If you get too far up here, you'll start running into packs of wolves, and that's fine, that's where you want to be, but at the same time, you want to make sure you're not getting attacked by too many wolves at the same time when you're a low level. I haven't even made arrows yet, so that's going to be my next plan right now, is make some stone arrows. I can only make 3. I need some stone. I'm just going to mine some stone for when I need it later. And I've leveled up to level 4. One more level to go. Alright, we made it to level 5. Ah, get away from me. Alright. Just gotta make sure we stay alive here. Can use one of our handy dandy bandages that we're crafting on this injury that we just got from this wolf. Alright, now we're level 5. We want to make sure that we get beams, floors, and walls to make the house, door, and window. We can get those. And we want to make sure that we get, where is it? A bone knife so we can get to the bone sickle. This is what you want to get when you hit level 5. I'm also going to get a wood repair hammer very quickly, but right here we want to craft a bone sickle when we can. We need some wood. Craft our bone sickle. Let's get rid of all of our bandages by destroying them. Give us some water. Alright. Now that we have our bone sickle, now our collecting fibers is going to be way, way quicker. Just go around collecting them like this, and then when you run out of stamina or you get too many fibers in your inventory like I have right here, you can start crafting bandages. I'm gonna free up some space here. Right now I'm going to collect some wood so I can build a base before nighttime. So your goal is to get up to level 5 before nighttime and get enough materials to be able to sleep through the night. That requires you to put a base down, a campfire, and a bedroll. That is not too bad. If you follow the instructions that I have provided you, you should be able to do that before the first night of your prospect. I have enough points to get a ramp, so I'm going to do that. So now I have a bedroll, a house, and a campfire so I can sleep through the night. I have 1 blueprint point left. I'm going to use that on a fire whacker in case my base catches fire. Now that I'm level 5 and have my base set up with my campfire and bedroll, my plan is to go out in the area with my sickle and collect as many fibers as possible until I reach around level 10. The most important blueprint points to grab between levels 5 and 10 are things like storage boxes, a wood repair hammer, and a fire whacker in case the base gets struck by lightning. Bow and arrows would be another good thing to get, as it would make hunting wolves much easier. And you should have already learned the bone knife because you need it to learn the bone sickle, but crafting one of those would be a great idea as it'll increase the yield of materials you get from the animals you skin. This is what I mean by packs attack you, so you have to be careful. I ran out of arrows there, that was a little sketch. Oh, and yes, I almost forgot. Cloth armor is definitely worth crafting. It gives you a 5% movement speed boost if you have the full set, and it only takes fiber to craft. So most definitely get yourself some cloth armor between levels 5 and 10. Most definitely, for sure. Alright, that is level 10. So now that I'm around level 10, I would say around level 8, level 10, more whenever you feel comfortable, I would say go over here. Hold on, let me kill these wolves really quickly. Alright, you're going to want to go to the map over here, and you're going to want to go up in the snow up here and farm wolves and skin them, and this will increase your experience greatly. Let's go over to our base and see what we need to get. We need to go to tier 2, unlock the crafting bench, unlock the oxide dissolver so I can get some oxygen much easier. I'm going to get a rain reservoir. I'm going to get a mortar and pestle. I'm going to get crushed bone. And if you'd like, you can get a longbow. Where is the oxygen bladder? There it is. Okay, so I'm going to get a water skin and an oxygen bladder. Going to make a rain reservoir and an oxide dissolver and a mortar and pestle. It's raining right now, so best time to get our rain reservoir out here while my water is critical. Look at that, it's filling right away. I can just drink straight out of it. It's awesome. Alright, place down our mortar on our crafting table. And our oxide dissolver will go right here by our front door. Alright, so I'm crafting an oxygen bladder and a water skin, so I won't have to worry about oxygen and water as often. So now that I've gotten most of my tier 2 items down, I'm going to start crafting crushed bone and tree sap in the mortar and pestle. But before I start doing this, I'm going to make sure I craft plenty of arrows, as I'm going to be doing a lot of future hunting. Once I get enough blueprint points, I'm going to learn epoxy so I can craft it with excess materials. And I'm also going to learn a textiles bench and a leather backpack. After crafting the textiles bench, I can craft a leather backpack to give me an extra 6 slots in my inventory, which will help me with carrying fibers for bringing back resources from the wolves that I hunt. By the way, I know I started this video as more of a gameplay based video, but I'm going to voice over the rest of the video to prevent it from becoming a marathon. So anyway, now that I have all these items, all I'm going to do is go up to the Arctic biome and just hunt and skin wolves for the rest of the prospect. Now if you want to copy my power leveling method, it's at this point that you want to know what level you're going to finish. I knew for the sake of this video that I was going to be going all the way up to level 40, but if you decide that you only want to go to level 20, it would be wise to use your textiles bench to craft all the leather you collect into rope. After you've crafted a bunch of rope, you can then destroy it and turn it into fiber, which you can then craft into bandages for even more XP. If you're planning on going past level 20, you can save all your leather until you've crafted fur armor like I've done. The fur armor greatly helps with staying warm in the Arctic biome. Beyond making the fur armor, I never found a use for the fur to help with experience gain, so I just ended up dropping it all. But the entirety of the rest of this prospect, all I do is hunt wolves in the Arctic, crush their bones into epoxy, turn their leather into rope, which I then destroy for fibers, which I turn into bandages while I hunt more wolves, and the cycle just continues until I am done. Alright guys, we're nearing the end of the video now, but before I go, I just wanted to show you how long it took me to level up all the way to level 40, and then at the end of the video, I'll show you guys the talent build I used. Really quickly, I want to show you guys we ran into a slight complication while we were leveling up. Dude, you gotta be kidding me. Look at him go. He is moving as if he is actually going to be able to put that fire out with Firewhacker. I'm not saving anything. You really do got to give him props for still trying, though. But yeah, that happened. Luckily, only the house and the benches burned down, and I was able to salvage everything that was stored inside the benches and stuff like that. So I only really had to rebuild the benches and the house. I didn't lose anything that was stored in my house, so that was nice. But I subtracted the time it took me to rebuild from that disaster from the overall leveling up time. So if you decide to use this method, these are the approximate times you should be expecting to level up. Obviously, these times will vary from your experience, but this is just a general idea of how much time you'll spend going through these levels. If you want to keep looking at these times, pause the video now because we are about to move on to the talent build I selected. Just wanted to show you guys all the talents that I selected for this tree, or for this character. So we got the lumber yield 5%. We got the wood breakdown, so we can turn the wood into sticks. You got the seasoned logsman, so we can automatically add our chopped wood to our inventory, so we don't have to pick up wood all the time. And we got Peerless Lumberjack, chance to instantly chop up a tree. We got one of the Rockstar, 10% yield from mining stone, so we could go down to sliding stone, 5%, minus 5% carry weight of stone, which we don't really care about because we got the carry on one after we got the dense packing. We had to get the dense packing to get the carry on 25% over encumbrance penalty. So we have 25% or minus 25% of the over encumbrance penalty. And we also got Lucky Strike, so we have the chance to mine in a deposit in one hit. As per all of my characters, I got 3 talents in the Robust Explorer, 3 talents in the Swift Survivor, and 3 talents in the Chase 'em Down. Nothing in Construction, nothing in Solo because this is not a solo character. And in Combat, we got the 8% faster movement speed with bows because there's not a faster movement speed with spears. Instead, with spears, they have the could go all day, increased stamina regeneration, and I went down more of the melee side of the tree, but I'll talk about the spear throwing side of the tree. I got decreased stamina usage with spears, so any spear actions that I do, it's 15% reduced stamina. I got the increased damage from afar, or the increased range damage of 5%, and then the increased damage of 10%. And I got the thrown spears are highlighted in the world. And then on more of the melee side, I got the increased melee attack damage, all 3 of them, 10%. I got the increased melee attack speed. I only got one of them. I got 10%. I got the increased melee attack damage. Again, this one goes up to 15%. These 2 right here are increased critical damage. So I got the 4% and the 10%. I just talked about this one. Could go all day. I got 20% stamina regeneration when your spear's equipped. I got the cheaper spear crafting, so I could go down and get the 15% melee resistance when spears equipped. I got crafted spears have increased durability as well, 25% durability. So that is the entirety of the talents that I spent for this character. I will not be receiving any more talents for this character, so that's going to be my entire build, unless Rocketwerkz decides to implement something where you get more talents per character for leveling up higher. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me power level my character as quickly as possible. Slap that like button if you liked what you saw in this video. Leave a comment if you have anything to say about my power leveling methods or anything else to say about the video. Subscribe to the channel to see more Icarus gameplay, and I will see you guys in the next video.